Clara the Courageous Cow, a story of responsibility and perseverance. On a peaceful farm nestled in the countryside, lived a kind and hard-working cow named Clara. Clara was a proud member of Farmer Joe's herd, but she had a special responsibility. Every morning, Clara was in charge of leading the other cows to the lush, green fields for grazing. It was a big responsibility, but Clara took her job seriously. She knew that if she didn't lead the herd, they might wander off or miss their chance to eat the freshest grass. One sunny morning, after a heavy storm the night before, Clara woke up ready to start her day. But as she stepped outside the barn, she noticed something terrible. The path to the grazing fields was flooded with muddy water, and the fence had been knocked down by the strong winds. Clara's heart sank. How would she lead the herd to the fields now? The other cows gathered behind her, mooing nervously. They looked to Clara for guidance, but even she wasn't sure what to do. "Clara, what should we do?" asked Bessie, one of the younger cows. "How will we get to the fields?" Clara took a deep breath. She knew it was her responsibility to find a way, even though the task seemed impossible. "Don't worry, Bessie," Clara said confidently, though she felt nervous inside. "We'll find a way. We can't give up just because it's difficult." Clara spent the next few hours inspecting the damage. The muddy path was too dangerous for the other cows to cross, and the fence needed repairs before they could safely reach the fields. Clara knew that Farmer Joe was busy fixing the barn roof and might not be able to help right away. "I have to do this," Clara thought to herself. "It's my responsibility." With determination in her heart, Clara began to work. She found some old wooden boards and rope by the barn and started fixing the fence as best as she could. Her hooves weren't made for delicate work, but she didn't let that stop her. She used her strong neck and head to push the boards into place, tying the rope around the broken posts. It wasn't easy. The sun was hot, and Clara's legs ached from the effort. Several times, the boards slipped out of place, and the rope got tangled in her horns. But every time she felt like giving up, Clara reminded herself of her responsibility to the herd. "I can do this," she whispered, pushing through the exhaustion. By midday, Clara had repaired most of the fence, but the muddy path was still a problem. She thought long and hard, and then came up with a solution. She decided to create a new path, leading the cows around the muddy patch instead of through it. It would take longer to reach the fields, but it would be safe. With renewed energy, Clara trotted back to the herd. "Follow me, everyone," she said. "We're going to take a different route today." The other cows looked at her in surprise. "Are you sure, Clara?" asked Bessie. "It looks far." Clara nodded. "I'm sure. It's a little longer, but it's the safest way. We have to keep going, even if it's difficult." And so, Clara led the herd down the new path, away from the mud and the broken fence. The journey was harder than usual, and some of the cows grew tired and complained. But Clara stayed strong, encouraging them along the way. "Just a little further," she called out, her hooves never slowing. "We can do this together." Finally, after what felt like hours, the herd arrived at the grazing fields. The grass was as green and fresh as ever, and the cows cheered with joy as they began to graze. As the sun began to set, Farmer Joe arrived at the field and saw the herd happily munching on the grass. He was amazed to see that Clara had fixed the fence and found a new way to lead the cows to safety. "Well, I'll be," Farmer Joe said, patting Clara on the head. "You've done a fine job today, Clara. You took responsibility when things got tough, and you didn't give up. I'm proud of you." Clara smiled, feeling proud of herself too. She had learned an important lesson that day. Responsibility isn't just about doing what's easy. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard. And perseverance means sticking to your duties, even when the path is longer or more difficult than expected. As Clara lay down that night, tired but happy, she knew that no matter what challenges came her way, she could handle them with patience and hard work. She had proved to herself and the herd that she was a true leader, responsible, strong, and always ready to persevere. And from that day forward, whenever the herd faced a problem, they knew they could count on Clara, the courageous cow who never gave up, no matter how tough things got.